All right, today I'm going to show you guys about this Kenmore Elite, I think HE3 steam. These are I really like these dryers. I picked this up from someone for free. It didn't cost me much money. Actually, nothing, free. And he said that it turned on, but had an error code. So by the way, just so you know, this is fixed now. So I'm just going to go over what the causes are. First of all, this document, this sheet, is stored underneath here. So just pop this out. There's a plastic sleeve in there and it's stored in there. Take this out because it has all the codes in here. The code's going to display is going to be the F1.0, primary control failure. So this is the computer circuit board. The computer circuit board sits underneath this lid, and this lid comes off. There's a screw here and a screw there. Get one of these things and comes out really easy. The whole thing just comes off and slides out. It takes literally like a minute to remove this. Unplug it, of course, the electrical outlet. Then these are all of these connections. If you want to take a picture before removing it, you can, but all of them fit only one way, including these on the side here. It's always a good idea to take a picture of all the things. So these are all unique and distinct. Like this one will only fit in here one way, and this one, 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 and these two. Okay. So what breaks is this relay. What breaks is this relay. And it blows. And you can see when you remove this, I'm not going to remove it, but if you remove it out of this plastic, you will see underneath there's a, can't see here, but you will see charred like a blow on one of the contacts, and that's bad. A lot of people, what they do is they resolder the joint and they put additional like wires to give it extra lanes, especially when the original circuit board thing blew out. That's the only way to fix it. But the problem is that when there's a big electrical short, like with this guy here, you can see this is the pin that's shorted. All the electricity, it goes up. The armature, I mean the contact here, it goes up and it burns the contact. The contact will get burned on whatever, if it's going to be on this side, the normally closed or open side, but whichever it is, it will blow and it will char the contacts. Not sure if you guys can see this. It will char the contacts, and that increases the resistance. It's just not even this thing will still test fine. If you apply 12 volts, this thing will click. So when people test these with the plastic on, it gives them a false sense of security. Like there's nothing with the relay, it works, but the relay doesn't really work because, like I mentioned, the resistance and it's just too high. It doesn't bring over enough amperage to turn over the motor inside to get the spin cycle going. That's what results in the error. So the only way to fix this is to get a new one. That's the proper way. Just order this on eBay. They're about $7.50. This is what I did, plus a few dollars to ship it. So maybe you'll end up paying $10, $11, $12, something like that. Just get one that's relays. The part number is right there. They're very common. These relays, 30 amp relay on 250 volt AC. This is the rating on the switchover side, and it's a 12 volt DC to power these. The logic circuit powers these, turns them on and on. And all of these relays are 12 volts. This is a relay, and this one's a relay, and this is a relay, and this is a relay. But the one that you're going to have issues with is this guy here, the one where it blows. Like I said, a lot of people just resolder it and then it works, and then it fails a few months later or maybe a year later because you really didn't fix it. These are the ones that turn on and off a lot. And most of it, every time the motor turns over, this is the one that clicks. So it gets the most use, and this is the one that wears out the quickest, I guess. So just get a relay, remove this. If you don't know how to solder, maybe desolder, maybe your friend knows. Remove this. You can send this in. There's services on eBay that offer where they will repair this, and really what all they do is just remove this relay, put a new one in. And if you don't know how to do it, and you don't mind paying someone $50, $60, $70 to do that, and go for it, I guess. But I've repaired the original ones already in there, and I ordered on eBay a broken one, and then I repaired it as well. I didn't pay much because it was broken, had the same exact problem, and then I actually ordered 2 relays. I replaced the original one, and this is my backup. Once you fix this and put the extra leads on the back, there's a lot of video on YouTube. It should be just like a brand new washing machine. It will last you for many years, and I really like the build quality of these. A lot of the newer machines are even crappier than the older ones. This is the only really fault, and it's really easy fix. You can swap the computer in literally 5 minutes. The top will come out in a minute, get access, swap in and out, put the new one in. So I have a backup computer just in case, but I don't even plan that the other one will fail for many years into the future. But when it does, I have a backup computer just in case, so that I can continue to do my laundry without waiting to get the relay ordered in the mail, basically. So this is how you fix these. Yeah, this is really, the relay is like this without the coating on it. I mean, the protective plastic. And when there's a short circuit, the electricity goes up to short, and it fries the contacts, and even, like I said, even if you apply 12 volts, it will still click, but the relay is done. You have to replace the relay. While you're at it, you can test this relay and this one, all of them. You just apply 12 volts. It will tell you the diagram which is 12 volts, but you don't even have to do that really unless you see a electrical short on these relays. There are repair kits on eBay. I think people are being taken advantage of, because all they do is sell you $7 relay, maybe a resistor or something that's not really needed, and they're like $50. It's literally for people who don't know anything about electronics or just common sense, and there's people out there who will take advantage of that. And I guess that's the way things work when you don't know what you're doing. But beyond that, this computer is fine. There's nothing wrong with it. The logic doesn't get fried. I've seen these blow really badly, and the circuit board was always good, and nothing in the logic ever broke. Because if it did really fry the computer, I doubt it would even display anything on this. So like I said, this one works. You just press and hold and it will start. The cycle works. Again, this thing is on the bottom there. Remove it. These are all the codes. I guess there's F1, F2, F20, 22, 23, 24, 5, 6, 7, 28. No, not 28, it's 27, but there's 28. There's all these. Again, this is for service technicians only. That's why this paper is hidden away from you. This has a lot of good information. All this, because there's a possibility other things could be wrong, not necessarily this. But if you are seeing this F1 error, it's this guy. But this tells you where all the sensors and everything are. Like where's the heater assembly? This is a gas dryer, right? This is the motor assembly. Tells you where all of these things are. This is a thermistor, thermal fuse, thermistor. You can check these continuity checks, and I believe on this one, the thermistor, you use an ohm meter, and there should be a chart you can download because they will give you a different value at different temperatures. And so this is the electric dryer, but there's the gas dryer. They will tell you all of these sensors are, really how to test them. It's not hard. It even has a schematic of the computer that we just talked about. But yeah, these are really good dryers, and they're really well made. The parts are really good. It's just this one little thing, okay? Very easily replaced. So do yourself a favor. Don't freak out. Don't go out and spend $1,000 on a new one. Just, you know, you're watching the videos telling you right now how to fix this. So take advantage of that. There's other ones out there as well. There's some good ones and some bad ones. Cheers.